Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for checking out the vlog. Just wanted to do a couple of quick announcements before we get started. First, if you're enjoying the videos, make sure you subscribe. It really goes a long ways in giving me the ability to continue making these videos for you guys. So, like I said, if you like it, just go ahead and smash that subscribe button right now. I'd really appreciate it. Some of you also may notice that I'm releasing this video on a Friday instead of a Tuesday like I normally do. I decided that it's probably best if I release the video right before the weekend. It seems like more people get an opportunity to watch it if I release it on the weekends like this. So from now on, check on Fridays and you'll get a new vlog every week. I am thinking about making vlogs more frequently, maybe twice, 3 times a week, I don't know. But for now, it's gonna be weekly and that'll be released on Fridays. You'll also probably notice in this video that I'm playing a little more poker than I normally do. I've kind of challenged myself for the next month or so to increase the number of hours I'm playing at the tables. I know a lot of you have been asking for more poker content, more hand analysis. So as I increase the number of hours, you should see an increase in the amount of poker content you're getting too. So that should be pretty cool. And finally, make sure you stay tuned till the end of the video so you can watch the thrilling conclusion of the weight loss challenge. Should be pretty good. All right, that's it. Thanks so much for sitting through those announcements. I hope you enjoy the vlog. I'll talk to you guys in the comments. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wednesday afternoon, and I'm about a little more than halfway to Hollywood Casino in West Virginia, playing a rare Wednesday session. I made a goal for myself for June to put in more hours at the table, and even though it's only May 31st, and I should probably be home packing because our moving date's coming up, I decided to go ahead and put in some hours today. Looking forward to it. Part of the reason is I still have kind of a bad taste in my mouth from that Maryland live session the other day, so I'm hoping to kind of remedy that. But the good news for the vlog is more hours should mean more hand analysis, more poker, all the things you guys seem to be asking for in the comments. So it should be good. Yeah, hoping for a good June. All right, I'll see you guys at the casino. All right, got here okay. Easy drive. Let's go get in the game. Take my first break. Been playing for about an hour and a half or so. Actually, not much to report. I'm even right now. I had to switch tables. The first table I sat down on was super tight and aggressive, which is, you know, these stakes, especially here at Hollywood Casino, is really unusual. But it was only 6-handed, and like 4 of the players were really tight, aggressive players. So I switched tables, and now I'm at a very kind of beatable game, but just even right now. It's kind of a tough week. You know, I had planned on being out for the World Series this year, but because of the move, I'm not going to be able to make it. So on Twitter and Instagram and all this stuff, seeing all of you guys going out there to Vegas, can't help but be a little jealous. But man, to all my friends going out there, I wish you guys nothing but luck. All the red chippers, Thinking Poker community, Just Hands, Dr. Cardner, all you guys, I hope you crush it this year, and look forward to next year when I can join you. But yeah, feeling a little twinge of envy here. I just heard something crazy at the table. This is kind of a tip for new players, but there was a player who bluffed another player with ace high, bluffed him off of a set. And the guy next to me who wasn't in the hand, just, you know, a very obviously kind of a casual player, but he announced pretty much to the whole table that you will never see me lay down a set no matter what's on the board. That's not a good thing to tell everybody. Maybe for you new players, if you're thinking that, keep it to yourself. I mentioned that there was a guy at my table who said he'd never lay down a set no matter what was on board. And sure enough, in the last hand, he picked up pocket deuces, flopped a set with 2 diamonds on the board, and it came runner, runner, diamonds. And the pot was about $100, and a player went all in for like $300 and didn't have this guy covered, and he called the all in with his set of deuces and got beat by a 9 high flush. Pretty sad. Not only should you not say that you'll never lay down a set, you should probably not actually never lay down a set. It's crazy. It's amazing how quickly the dynamics of a table can change. When I sat down in this game, it was pretty timid. I was just sitting there kind of grinding it out quietly. And now the table has just gone nuts. It's become a total action table. People are bluffing all in with ace high and, you know, calling all ins with draws. It's actually gone kind of nuts. I'll be honest with you, I don't always like these games. When the action gets really big like this, it becomes kind of a roller coaster, and the variance can really, you know, set you back a little bit, you know, but on the other hand, you can win big in these games. So I'm still just sitting there grinding it out, doing pretty well right now. Let's see if I can keep that, or hopefully grow it. All right, see you in a bit. All right, I got a hand to talk about. Kind of an interesting one. I think this hand actually may be a case where I was being a little too aggressive. As you guys know, I can tend to be a little passive, so I don't know, I'm interested to see what you guys think. Let's go back to the house and talk about this hand. In this first hand, I'm in the cutoff with $400 behind, and I look down to pocket deuces. There are 2 early position limps, and a middle position player makes it 7 to go. I call, the under the gun player calls, and so does under the gun +1. $31 in the pot, and the flop comes Jack of clubs, 10 of spades, deuce of hearts. Doesn't get much better than that. Hit my set on a pretty dry board, actually. The under the gun player opens for 15, under the gun +1, and the middle position player call. I raise it up, make it 45 to go. The under the gun player who had opened, he folds. The under the gun +1 calls, and the middle position player folds, so heads up. So with $151 in the pot, we go to the flop, and it comes 3 of spades. The villain checks, and I bet 50 bucks. The villain thinks for a moment and mucks his cards. So my concern on this hand is that maybe I played it a little too aggressively. I'm wondering if I should have slow played here, maybe let them make 2 pair, hit an ace, somehow catch up a little bit. Or do you think I was wise to raise with the Jack 10 out there, giving somebody a possible straight draw? I realized my bet was relatively small to the pot on the turn there, but this player's body language was just screaming weak, and he looked like he was just looking for any reason to fold. So I was trying to bet on the smaller side, about 1/3 pot, hoping that I might be able to keep on the line for a little longer. So let me know what you think in the comments. Did I play too aggressively? Was this just one of those hands where I flopped a set and nobody else had anything and I wasn't going to get any more money? I don't know. Let me know how you think I played it. Anyways, let's get back to the unending luxury and unparalleled sophistication of Hollywood Casino in West Virginia. The shoes I usually wear, they've worn out. I've got to order a new pair. So in the meantime, I'm trying out this pair of Vans that I had in the closet. I'm not sure about them yet. I don't know if I look like kind of an aging hipster, ex-punk rock skateboarder guy, or just an aging clown. I don't know. You can let me know in the comments if you want. Man, I really hate to leave that game, but as you guys know, I've got a pretty decent drive to get home. But I had a good session, 3 plus 306, so not bad at all. And looking forward to playing some more this week. All right, I'll see you guys later. Well, it must be 1978 because Patti and I are going to the roller derby. Let's go check it out. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but I can think of worse ways to spend a Saturday night than watching a bunch of girls on roller skates slam into each other. It's kind of fun. I'm driving out to play some poker today. I'm headed towards MGM or Maryland Live. I just can't decide which one to go to. I mean, part of me wants to go to MGM because I haven't been there in a while, so it'd be kind of good variety for the vlog. Plus, you know, the action's always so good. On the other hand, it's going to be super crowded. Parking can be kind of a pain in the ass there. And I don't know, it may be an hour and a half before I get in a game or something. Whereas Maryland Live, the parking's super easy, the food is really cheap. They've got all kinds of great promos they're always running. In fact, right now they've got some new one where they're paying like the top 4 high hands per hour. Like those 4 hands are sharing $2,100, and I don't know, it just, there's also something to say about going there and kind of redeeming myself from the last session I played there. That would be kind of nice, but it's also about 25 minutes farther. Damn it, I can't decide. Alright, I made a decision. Better promotions, cheaper food, shorter wait list, wins out. Headed to Maryland Live. See you guys there. Damn it, look at this mess. It's 1:30 on a Friday. Why is there so much traffic right now? Why aren't these people at work? Are these all poker players? Urgh. I've never actually been on the top of the parking deck here at Maryland Live Casino. It's actually got a pretty impressive view. Check this out. Anyway, I'm here, ready to get in the game. Let's go put our name on the list. Taking my first break. I'm about 2 hours in. Table's okay. It's a pretty good mixture of mediocre players and some kind of tight regs. There hasn't been a ton of action, I can say that. I may table change in a bit if it doesn't improve, but we'll see. I do have a hand to talk about though. This happened within the first hour or so, and kind of an interesting one. I'll be interested to see how you guys think I played it. Like a lot of players in the small stakes, I can often fall into this trap of playing too passive or too cautious. So lately I've been trying to up my aggression while I've been learning and practicing this small ball strategy I've been studying. This next hand is a good example of what that looks like in practice. I'm in middle position with a stack of about 205, and I pick up King 10 of spades. I'm first in and make it 10 to go. The cutoff, who only has about $85 in his stack, is the only caller. So heads up to the flop with $23 in the pot, and it comes Jack of spades, 9 of hearts, deuce of hearts. Not the best flop in the world, but also not the worst. I do have a little equity with a backdoor flush draw and a gut shot straight draw. With that in mind and a little bit of fold equity I've generated with a pre-flop raise, I decide to go ahead and c-bet. I decide on a little bit more than half pot and make it $15. The villain just calls, leaving himself $53 behind. So now we have $53 in the pot, and the turn comes the deuce of spades. That's about as good a turn as I could hope for. I'm not sure that I want to hit my king or 10 here, because that could be a little scary. Hands like Jack 10, King Jack, King Queen are definitely in his range here. So other than hitting my gut shot, picking up the spade draw is pretty good. My hope here is that he has some kind of small pair or maybe a weak draw. Something like King 9 suited, Ace 9 suited, or pairs like pocket 8s, pocket 7s, that kind of thing. You know, the kind of hand that would call a small bet on the flop, but when facing the larger, more expensive bets on the turn, might just decide to give up. I decide to go ahead and bet about half pot, betting 23 into 53. The villain quickly shoves in for $28 more. There's no way this is a bluff. I can't imagine that he would ever think that he could push me off a hand with such a small bet. It's more likely that he was slow playing something, feels that he's now got me trapped, and is comfortable getting the rest of his stack in. My first thought, of course, is that he's either got queens plus or he's flopped a set. I'm not putting him on a deuce because there's just not that many hands that he would have called pre-flop and on the flop that have a deuce in them. Unless, of course, he's got pocket deuces and he turned quads. If that's the case, God bless him. Hope you enjoy the high hand promo money. I am getting 3-1 on the call and feel that I'll be good if I hit my flush or the gut shot. I also might have 3 additional outs with the king if he's got pocket queens or ace jack. So I make the call. He turns over queens, which I'm not thrilled about because that of course kills my gut shot draw. The river bricks out with the 8 of diamonds and the villain takes down the pot. So what do you think? Did I push my equity too hard here? Should I play it a little more cautiously? Maybe check the flop and then just give up when he inevitably bets his queens on the turn? Or maybe I played it right, and this just happened to not be one of the 1 in 4 times when I hit my spade on the river. Let me know what you think in the comments. All right, back to Maryland Live. All right, I got another poll for you guys. I've been thinking about adding a component to the YouTube channel, not actually to the vlog, but to the channel itself, where I would review all the stuff I'm kind of into. You know, I'm really into training sites, getting coaching, reading books. I was thinking about doing really short reviews, maybe like 2 or 3 minutes long. Curious, is that something you guys would watch? Take the poll. It'll be here or there. I can never remember which one it is, but just click on the little eye and let me know what you think. I'd be curious to find out if it's something you guys would watch. Another break. Been playing for about 4 hours. Not much exciting to report. Just kind of grinding away. I think I'm down like 30 bucks. It's been, you know, down 100, up 100. Just kind of going back and forth on a little roller coaster, but gonna get back to it. All right, I think I'm all done for tonight. Took a little bit of a loss. It's funny to think about how things can turn just on one card. On one of the last hands I played, I had pocket queens against King 10 on a Jack 10 deuce board and pushed the guy all in. He didn't, I had him well covered and he sucked out with a 10 on the river, of course. And you know, I win that hand, I come away a winner. I lost it, so I don't. Just kind of funny how it turns on. Not a bad beat story. I guess it is a bad beat story, but I don't mean it that way. Just saying it's funny how you're kind of, everything can turn on a single card. Kind of interesting. Anyways, down 120 for the night. So not a big loss. I was really hoping that I'd have some big kind of redemption story to tell you guys, but that's not how it worked out. All right, so here we go. Today's day 30 of the 30-day weight loss challenge. If you guys remember back to the beginning, the challenge was to lose 10 pounds in 30 days. When I started the challenge, I was at 280.8. So I need to weigh in today at 270.8 or less to successfully complete the challenge. All right, let's do this. I'm sure you can imagine I'm a little nervous. I'm hoping I did good and I don't have to wear some crazy ass beard at the tables. Ugh. All right, let's take a look. All right, I did it. I'm feeling really good about that. Just barely made it. Lost 10.2 pounds, but that's 0.2 more than I needed to do, so I'm feeling really good. I gotta tell you, I was dreading the idea of wearing a crazy colored beard at the table. It really was a good motivator, because I just did not want to do that. So all you guys out there who were sending encouraging messages and comments and stuff, I can't tell you how much that kept me motivated and kept me going. I really do appreciate you guys. If you're rooting for the crazy colored beard, sorry to disappoint you. There will be more challenges in the future, so you'll get another opportunity. I haven't come up with a reward yet. I'm still working on that. I'm still pushing for a drone, but my wife hasn't gone for it yet. But we'll see what happens. Whatever it is, I'll definitely film it and keep you guys updated. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. But otherwise, like I said, thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you in the next video.